Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. What's good, guys? Matt here. One man, 4 channels. By the way, it's a full pull Wednesday. I call it a full pull Wednesday. And remember, every Wednesday, I have a new video on all 4 channels. Now, I usually do videos on all the different channels at different times anyway, but on every Wednesday, I do a full pull. So on my acoustic selection, on this channel, my name Matt McCoy, on my country song teacher channel, and then my other channel called Money with Matt. All the links are in the description below. Be sure you tune in and catch all of those. I taught Mr. Jones on country song teacher. I taught Your Great Name on acoustic selection, and I talked about the power of podcasting and a podcast on my Money with Matt channel. So be sure, like I said, you subscribe and help me out on all 4 of those channels. Y'all know I'm a full-time YouTuber, so your support is greatly appreciated. In this video, I'm gonna go over what are your biggest struggles when it comes to learning the guitar. The first thing I would say, people always say their fingers hurt. My answer to that is always, if you have like an electric guitar or some lighter nylon strings or something, that's gonna help. But I would recommend a lot of small practice sessions. So grab your guitar for about 5 minutes, play a little bit, set it down, come back later on, 5 minutes, and that constant tension with your fingers pressing are slowly gonna get your hands calloused where they look like this, and you get the little lines on the end of your fingers and it doesn't hurt. So people always say at first, my fingers hurt so bad. That's normal. You might can even put a little drop of super glue on the end of your fingers, let it dry to get them a little bit harder if it's really killing you. But that's one of the biggest complaints I get when someone learning guitar, obviously. The second one is, Matt, I press strings that I'm not trying to press. Always when you're playing a chord, what I recommend is first just strum it to see how clear it sounds. If you're a beginner, at first it's going to be like this. You'll have some chords sounding, some strings sounding clear, some you have to adjust your hand. And even what I recommend is picking down each string. Just keep picking down each string until you slowly get a clear sound. Again, it's going to take a while. Remember, you're a beginner, so don't get frustrated. It will come, I promise you. But just pick down each string with each chord. And what you're going to do is adjust your hands. If you're getting a kind of a dead sound, make sure, say for example on the G chord, make sure your top finger is not accidentally pressing that fifth string. You got to move it around. Make sure you're getting close to the fret bar, because if you get way over here on this side, it'll sound dead. So you want your finger to be pressed the chords as close as you can to that fret, not right on it, but as close as you can. It's going to give you a clear sound. So I mean, you might have to take your hand in and out this way. You might have to adjust it left and right, but just slowly make those adjustments. And sometimes, particularly when I was a beginner, I did this too. You'll lean the guitar over so you can see what you're doing. But if you're not careful, you have to really get your wrist in an improper way, and it's hard to play those chords. So make sure you can lean it back a little bit. Like I said, you're a beginner, obviously. Lean it back a little bit, and then you can look at that and see if you're playing the proper strings as clear as you can. I even recommend, I don't have it with me here, you might want to put a capo. A capo, all that does, that's that little clamp thing, changes the key of a song. So if you capo right here, then you can, all of a sudden, you play your same chords up here. So this will be the first fret, second fret, and so forth. And you're a little bit closer to where you're looking. And also the frets are closer together. So particularly some people that have smaller hands, it might be a little easier to play down here. Again, you gotta have the capo. The third thing always is, Matt, what's the strumming pattern? I can't strum. I did on my website, countrysongteacher.com, I got a full 1.5 hour long DVD on this. Strumming is going to be your most difficult part, because music is all about a rhythm, a flow, and a timing. So if you just, just pound away at a guitar up and down, it's going to sound awful. You got to get a little. You say you were wrong, ever leave me alone. Now you're sorry, you're lonesome, scared. You got to get a little bit of timing, and you got to listen for that timing and the rhythm of each chord. So one of the ways I always say it is start out just doing down strums until you figure out the timing of the chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So even though it sounds real basic, when you're learning those songs, I'm gonna be somebody. One of these days I'm gonna break these chains. As you get more and more comfortable with the timing of each chord, you can do your down ups, that kind of thing. And then the last thing people always say is, once you know the chords, how do you get better? Remember, guys, that getting better on the guitar is not all about just learning more and more chords. Having a wider chord base is nice, don't get me wrong. But with the capo, and if you can learn 10 chords, G, C, D, E minor, A minor, B minor, maybe E and A, pretty much maybe an F chord, you can play every song you can think of, basically. There's a few out there, real fancy lead picking parts you can't play, but for the most part, with worship songs, with country songs, that kind of thing, you're going to be able to play it just learning those 10 chords. So the way you really advance is figure out different... Remember hammer on? Kind of maybe hammer-ons or finger picking. Maybe like little exercises. And so forth. Make sure your guitar is in tune. I think this is a little bit out of tune. I should have tuned it before I played this video. But learn palm mutes. Because it gives what's called musical dimension. Instead of just always learn different strumming patterns. To be honest with you, doing that kind of bass drum pattern, I should use the pick. I don't have a pick right now. But learn to play with a pick, without a pick, because you can even do... by picking and plucking stuff. I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry, like a bird upon the wing. These waters on my sky, I'll never reach my destination if I never try. So I will sail my vessel till the river runs dry. Stuff like that. So work on using a pick and not using a pick, using your thumb, plucking down and maybe pinching strings, that kind of thing. So learn different strumming patterns. If you want to see so many free videos I've done on this, type in Matt McCoy strumming or Matt McCoy strumming patterns. Like I said, guys, I've got 3,000 videos online. So much of this stuff I've taught for free. If you want just a DVD, like a lesson format of how to improve your strumming, it's all digital, instantly sent to you. That saves me shipping costs, and it makes it instant for you, and you can take it around with your iPhone, iPad. Just go to countrysongteacher.com and you'll see the ultimate strumming DVD. But anyway, so that's just a few things, kind of some of the challenges if you're just learning guitar. If you know someone trying to learn guitar, please send them my way. It's my passion in this lifetime to teach as many people as I can this awesome instrument. And y'all know my story. I first took up guitar as a sophomore in high school. I took 6 lessons. I had a back injury. It took me out of football. And I always prayed. I said, God, if you'll let me learn this, I'll use that gift to teach as many people as I can all over the world. And so far, I've done that. And I want to continue that process and be faithful to what the gift God's given me. So be sure to check out the website, countrysongteacher.com. Smash that like button always for the YouTube algorithm. And let me know in the comment section below your biggest challenge that you had when you were first learning guitar. And I would sure appreciate it. Love you guys. Let's go.